Hello, my name is Eric Follick. I'm a Platonist, contemplative ascetic, and renunciant. And I would like just to read for you a little note that I wrote about the undermeaning or allegorical actual meaning of Plato's dialogue, the Crito or Crito. If you would like to see this in print, it's available at with my other writings and translations at platonistasceticism.blogspot.com and also independent.academia.edu/Eric Follick with capital E, capital F, no space between the two names. So anyway, here we go. It's very short. I had only read the Credo once long ago, and had, except for one particular passage, not paid much further attention to it, since I couldn't understand what relation it had to spiritual practice and metaphysics. I'm not interested in social, political, societal concerns, and can't believe that the divine Plato really was also. Have no interest in a, quote, historical Socrates, disqualified as being of interest as being a grihasta, that is a householder, and so etc. However, I was encouraged to put it in the queue for reading in Greek. I finished reading it in Greek and now have a whole different take on it. Suffering as I do from hypertrophy of the allegorical faculty and seeing everything in terms of contemplative asceticism and renunciation, I now see it as having a clear renunciant undermeaning and not being actually at all about the literal surface meaning, and actually being a very good ascetic text. Very briefly, Socrates, as usual, represents the higher divine part of the soul in touch with the higher hypostases. Crito represents the lower, deluded soul or self, enmeshed in the body and the sense world, and attentive to the opinions and inclinations and desires of the world, the many, and society. The prison, as usual, is the prison of the body and life in this world. The polis, or city, is this all, this world, the lowest level of existence comprehended by the world soul, and its laws are the law of karma and necessity and justice. Deluded souls and the many in the world, Crito, want to evade the law of karma and extend existence in this world and gain worldly benefit by acting unrighteously and against the law of karma in a worldly, unascetic, unspiritual way, that is, to try to escape from Athens by illegal means, and think that this is to their benefit, and try to persuade the soul as a whole, even the soul properly governed by the higher true part of the soul, Socrates, to do so. The true higher soul, that is Socrates, responds at length, using also a personification of the laws of karma, the laws of the polis, that is not and that it is not and never is proper and to the true benefit of the soul to pursue worldly gain or what the world considers gain or desirable by going against the law of karma and righteousness, and that such never works. Thus, it is not a political, but actually a very ascetic text, clearly indicating the necessity of following the way and being in accord with the law of karma and necessity and righteousness, regardless or in spite of apparent short-term worldly gain and the ways and desires of the world. One can see countless examples of this in the world around us and how the many behave all the time. Over the years, I have often had worldlings try to tell me that I should act contrary to spiritual and ascetic principles and righteousness for some immediate short-term worldly gain, and have had to respond either to them or at least internally thinking of responding as, quote, Socrates, the higher soul with true considerations, does to, quote, Crito, the views of the many and the lower samsaric self. No doubt any other renunciants left in this world have also often been in this position. it is nice to have further the ascetic text of the Credo behind us also. That's all, just that one little note, but I hope it's enough to at least give a little bit of a hint of how the dialogues are really have an undermeaning, allegorical, and are allegorical presentations of the contemplative ascetic path. Okay, thank you. Bye bye.